Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please ensure to like, share, and subscribe. And also click the bell notification in the top right-hand corner to be made aware anytime I upload tutorials or videos to YouTube. All right, let's craft together. Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to use Midjourney and Discord to create an image. And then we're going to take that image into Canva and we're going to make some minor adjustments to it and add some wording. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. All right, so this is Midjourney Alpha, and this is an image that I created in Midjourney. Now, for those of you that are new to the artificial intelligence world or of AI, this is where you will actually create or use a prompt. And a prompt is just a text. It's just words that you are putting into Discord to generate an image. So you're basically telling the software what you want to see. So here you can see on the right, I said a realistic African American chibi style woman with squinty almond shaped eyes, medium lash length, and medium full lips. And then I went on to describe what I wanted her to be wearing, so on and so forth. So when you create a prompt, I'm going to copy this prompt and then I'm going to go over to Discord. Now, here I am in Discord. And in Discord, this is where I'm going to generate my prompt from. Now, some people don't have access to Midjourney Alpha, so that's why I'm going to go over to Discord. But you can generate your prompt right from Midjourney Alpha as well. So we're going to start out with / and imagine. That's the way you're going to start your prompt. And I'm just going to hit enter because you can see here that this is one of my frequent commands that I've used. So it will automatically pop up. And then I'm going to do a control V, and I'm going to paste that prompt into Discord. Okay. So now that I have my prompt in there and I give it a little additional instructions like what I want my aspect ratio to be, the style, and the versioning. And now I'm going to enter. And so now you can see that it's at 0%, but as the images are created, and it's going to create 4 images for me, as the image is being created, it's going to show you the percentage here. And then our images will pop up here in just a moment. And it's really quick. So each time you put in a text prompt into Midjourney, you're going to get 4 images. So we're at 35% and we're done. So these are the 4 images that were returned based on this set of words that I put in here. So I'm going to make it bigger so you can see exactly what we have. All right. So this is image number 1. This is image 2, image 3, and image 4. Now, you can tell it, to close up the area here. I kind of like her. She's super cute. So when you get your images, you have upscale 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, this is image 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if I wanted to upscale any one of these 4 images, I would just click on the um, corresponding number for that image, okay? So if I wanted to increase or upscale image 3, I would click on U3. And it's going to upscale that image for me, just that quick. So here's the image, okay? All right. Now, if for whatever reason, let's say you don't like either one of these, you can go in and you can regenerate. You can go and click here on the double arrows and you can change any of the wording that you would like, or you can leave it as is. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and submit and we're going to see what we get. So again, it's going to give us 4 images. So you can see our percentages here. So you still have access to your previous 4 images. All right, we're going to give it a second here. All right, so these are the additional images. Okay, not bad. All right, so I'm thinking upscale image 2, and just that quick, we have image 2. All right. So all I'm doing is telling the software what I would like to see. I can change the color clothing, the hairstyle, the eyes, the jewelry, any of that information I can change just by changing the wording. Okay. Just change the wording um, and go from there. Now, when I created this image, I'm going to show you the different ones. All right. So I used that prompt, and these are the images that were returned. So that's one, that's one, that's one, and that's one, and that's one. Now, the thing about your AI software is it does not recreate the same image twice. So you can't use the prompt that I'm showing you and get the very same image. Okay, that's the beauty of AI, is because um, you don't have to worry about everybody having the same image. Okay, so this prompt is going to recreate an image, but it's not going to give you the exact same image that I have here. Now, when I created this image, I took it into Canva and played around with it to do a few things that I wanted to do. All right. Now, the first and foremost, anytime, especially if you're going to sell your images on Etsy or any third party vendors, you always want to make sure that you are upscaling your images. So I would go in and I would actually upscale this image. So I use imgupscaler.com, and I can upscale this image by 200 or 400%. So if I wanted to upscale the image, I would just click here, and then I would locate the image that I wanted to upscale, which would have been this image. So you can see here that our image initially was 500 by 500. I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so this one was actually 960 by 1248 initially, and I upscaled it. And when you upscale the image, you can see here that I upscaled it 1920 by 24 by 96. Okay. And that's just to increase the resolution so that if someone were to want to enlarge that image, it won't start to look blurry or skewed. Okay. With your pixels. So that's why you want to make sure that you always upscale your images. Now, I've already taken this image into Canva. So I'm going to show you guys here. All right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to give you, I'm going to use my 500 by 500. Give me 1 second here. All right. So in Canva, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to use a custom size of 500 by 500. And I'm going to change this to inches. Sorry, I meant to say pixels. All right, there we go. So I'm going to do 500 by 500 pixels and click on Create New Design. And I'm going to go over to Uploads. And you can see here, I've already uploaded that image, but to upload an image, I would just click on Upload and then select the images that I want to upload into Canva. So if I wanted to upload these here, Then I would just select them, and you can see that they're uploading into Canva. So I'm not going to re-upload the same image, but here's the image. So I'm just going to click it, and it brings it over to my blank slide. Okay. So what I would like to do is you could click on this and say set the image as the background. But notice now that I lose part of her head. Okay. So I don't want to do that, but I want her, but I want to be able to add words over here on the left side of her. But I'm a little bit limited because when I say add it as the background, then you can see I lose part of her head here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and select detach image from background. Okay. And you could also go and you can drag the image out. Okay, but again, we have this white space over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to I'm going to click the image and select edit, and I'm going to select Magic Grab. Now, you do have to have the paid version of Canva to do this. There's a lot of functionality within Canva that you can use for free, but you do have to have the paid version to use the Magic functionality. So I'm going to select Magic Grab, and you can tell which ones are paid or which ones require you to have the paid version of Canva because it's going to have a crown. Anything with the crown indicates that you have to have the paid versioning of Canva. Okay, so I'm going to click on Magic Grab. And when I click on Magic Grab, it's actually scanning my image. And then I'm going to click, it says select objects to grab. So I'm just going to click on her and I'm going to say, I want to grab her from this background. So I want to separate her from the background. So I'm going to click on this grab button and it's going to remove her from the background. All right, and just like that, we have her removed from the background. Okay, so I still want to use this background, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and right click and say set images background. But now I just have the background as the sofa. Okay, and I have it, nice there. And then we're going to place her where we want her. I'm going to bring her down just a little bit and over just a tad. Okay, so now I have given myself enough space for some words, and I still have my background and I still have her, and I've kind of moved her over to give myself some room for my wording here. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is add some text. So I'm going to come over to this text icon here. And you can scroll down and see the different text options, or you can, play around with them. So the one that I saw that I really liked was, let me see if I can find it right quick. And don't worry about what these things say because this is just giving you an idea of the font style. And I didn't have to scroll down that far. I might have passed it. Um, you can change the wording to say what you want it to say. Okay, I think it was this one. Yep, this is it. All right, so I'm going to use this. I don't want the shop part. So the shop part, I'm going to delete. So I'm going to select the bottom half of the shop here, and then I'm going to click on the trash can to delete it. All right, and then this, I can just click on the sides here to make it smaller or larger or what have you. And you can change the color here. So I'm just going to make that white. All right. So this is where I can now go in and say, um, coffee. Then I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to say duplicate. And I'm going to say craft. And I'm going to duplicate again. And I'm going to say repeat. Okay, coffee, craft, repeat. And so now you can see how we've taken an image that we created in Midjourney using the Discord server. And then we took that image, I showed you how you can upscale an image by using, or you can, I didn't actually show you, but you can upscale your image using IMG Upscaler. But you can upscale it by 200 or 400%. And then we took that image and we uploaded it into Canva. And I'm using a canvas size of 500 by 500 pixels, which is perfect, especially if you need it to be your Etsy icon to draw people in to your images. You can use a 500 by 500 pixel. So now I've added the wording. So you can bring the wording over and you can align it however you so choose. You can make it larger or smaller, but you have a lot of functionality there. All right. So what I like to do is once I have completed my image and adding my words and I think I'm done, just take another look at it. So I'm going to now save this as a PNG. Okay. So I'm going to click on share and then I'm going to come down to download. And my option here, my file type is PNG, but if I wanted to save it as a JPEG or anything else, you have your options here by clicking on the down arrow. But I'm going to select a PNG, and we're not going to have a transparent background because we want that background that's with the image. And so I'm going to click on download. And I only have one image in here, so I didn't have to specify what image I wanted to save as a PNG or download as a PNG. So now I have that. And I can now go to my Etsy and this is my Etsy shop. So if I wanted to go in here and add this as a item that I'm going to sell on Etsy, one of the things that I like to do, if I have an image that is not doing so well, like I thought it would, then I can go in and replace that image. So I'm going to look on here and let's see. I normally start out with 998 or 990. Yeah, I think it's 998. So let's say this one right here. All right. So what I could do is click on that and I could go in and I can replace this image. I'm going to edit, add photo, and I can then add this image. Now, of course, I wouldn't put this on my Etsy without watermarking it because then people would just take it. Okay, so now we got that in there. We can apply. And so now I have this, and so when people come to my shop, they would be able to see this image that they could purchase, and then I would just change the wording. So that's another tip, guys. If you have an Etsy shop and you have some items that aren't doing so well, instead of creating a new design, all together, starting from scratch. Just take one of the images that's not selling and that's not doing so well and edit it and replace it with the new image. Okay, so it still will be one listing. Okay, so you're not having to create a separate listing, but just replace one of the ones that's not doing so well. Now, I'm not going to save this because it's not. I haven't put my watermark over it. So for those that want to understand watermarking, I'll show you just right quick. So I have a watermark that I created in Canva, and it's just my name. It's just Candora's, 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 Candora's. So I would just take this and place it on top of my image so that when people see this, I have my watermark on top of it. And sometimes I'll change the transparency just to kind of lighten it up a little bit. So it's not so bold in her face, but you know it's there. So now when you look at it, you can see clearly that this image has been watermarked. So if somebody were to take the image, it's going to have your name, your watermark all over the image, and they can't, sell it or what have you. So now I can share this and download. And so now I can download this. So when I, excuse me, go back to Etsy, I can go here now and say edit, delete, add photo. Now I have the one that's watermarked. Okay. I'm going to adjust the thumbnail, and that's just to kind of get it a little bit more centered the way you want people to be able to see it when they come to your shop. Apply. And then you want to come down and you want to replace the file. Okay. So I'm going to delete the file that was there. And I'm going to have to change the name on this file. So give me a second here. So this is actually the one that I would sell. So let me show you guys. I would go over to IMG Upscaler. Give me 1 second. And I'm going to upload. And this is the one without the watermark. And we're going to open. And then we're going to click on Start. And it's going to start to upscale the image for us. And it will only take a second here. All right. And so now I can just click on Download. And just that quick, I have upscaled this image. So you can see how nice, crisp, and clean it is. And so now I can take this and make this image the image that the person would purchase. This would be their actual download. So I'm going to change the name. And I'm going to say coffee, craft, repeat, and enter. So now I got the name changed on there. And I can go back to my Etsy. And I can now add that image. Oh, Jesus, I put it on the wrong one, y'all. And I can tell right here because that's the one that I changed the name of. I need to do this one. All right, let me see if I can change it here. And one other thing I'm going to show you. I'm going to put a 1 behind it so it won't act like a duplicate. All right, here we have it. So now I have the image that the people would see on Etsy, and I can go here and change the wording. So I'm going to say coffee, craft, repeat, diva. And you're just finding keywords for your image so people can find it. So we're going to say, and I'm going to remove this and say, this image has a background, and that way the person knows up front that this image has a background. If it's a transparent background, then I would put transparent background here. I'm letting them know that the image has been upscaled, and then I'm going to take the wording from here and copy it so that it matches down here because it's no longer a little sunflower or anything, but we'll put it right there. Okay, so now I got that. I don't have to change anything else there. I can change the pricing. And my quantity is $9.98. If you want to make it less, then you can change the quantity there. I'm not going to get into all the specifications on Etsy. Let's see if we can get that in there. Okay, Coffee Craft Repeat. And I'm going to turn that on to feature the listing. We're going to put this up under, I'm just going to say Black Women. And it will automatically renew. And I'm going to say Publish Changes. So just that quick, I just went in and added a new Etsy listing from an image that I created using Midjourney. And you saw that we walked through going into Canva and how we can change our image around. Okay. The other thing I want to show you right before I close out, I don't want to overwhelm you, is that when you can make your font or your text here more pronounced. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to select Effects, and then I'm going to add an outline, and I'm going to make that outline black. Okay. So now I have an outline of black, and then I can thicken that. I'm going to put it at about 121. Want to do the same thing, outline. I'm going to change it to black, and then we're going to put it, I can't remember what I selected, what 121. We're going to put it on 121 to make sure they're all the same thickness. There we go. Same thing here, outline, put it in black, and we're going to change it to 121. All right. So now we have the text a little bit more pronounced, Coffee Craft Repeat, and it's easier on the eyes to see with that kind of blurred background. And that's it. All right. So, hey guys, this was a lot of information. Hopefully, it wasn't overwhelming. But I get a lot of questions on my Facebook group when I post images of people asking me, how did I create the image? So, I just showed you one of my latest images that I worked on, how I put it together. I showed you every step of the way from using Midjourney and Discord to take it into Canva, removing or not removing the background, but grabbing her from the image and then using the remaining background as your focal background, but making her the focal point, and then adding your text right in Canva. And now I've shown you how to make your text a little bit more pronounced. Okay. And so now I can take this and I can share it. So I'm going to download that one. And since I did not add the watermark on this one, I will go back and edit this one so that this would be the actual image that people will purchase. Is the one with the more pronounced Coffee Craft Repeat. Okay. And guys, you can get even more creative. I've given you just a little bit here, but you could even get so creative that you were to go in to her and you could erase whatever that is on there. I don't know what that cup says, just mumbo jumbo. But you could erase that and you could make the cup say, have whatever you want to on the cup. Maybe I'll show you that in another video. All right. All right, guys, that is it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. You guys, if you have any questions, like I said, chime in the comments and let me know. I'll do my best to try to answer any questions that you may have. But hopefully, I've shed some light on using Discord and Midjourney and all that good stuff. It's a lot of functionality within Midjourney Alpha. So, like I said, I could have just pasted. Um, I could have just pasted that here. Let me go here. And I could have just typed it. I could have just put it right there. All right. Um, and generated my my image right from Midjourney Alpha. But like I said, I know a lot of people don't have access to Midjourney Alpha, so that's why I went right into Discord. But Discord is where, we started out generating our images from. And here you have to always start out with /imagine, and then you put your prompt here. So if I say cat on a skateboard, we're going to get a cat on a skateboard. So a prompt is just basically, what do you want to see? You can get very, very detailed with what you want to see, or it could be like you see, I just put here cat on a skateboard. Okay. And it's going to bring up a cat on a skateboard. And here are the 4 images that were just created in Midjourney Alpha. Remember when I put that prompt right here? So these are the ones that were just generated. She's cute. She's cute. All right, so we're gonna go, and there you see we see a cat on a skateboard. Okay, so that is what AI is. Hopefully, for those that are in my Facebook group, Candora's Cricket and Creative Crafters. Hopefully, you guys now, especially for those that are unfamiliar to this and older like me, and maybe afraid of computers and all this new technology. Hopefully, I've kind of calmed your fears and showed you just how easy it is to go in and create your own images and how you can use Canva to enhance those images further along with IMG Upscaler. Okay. All right, guys, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. You guys know my motto is each one reach one so that each one can teach one. And you guys have an amazing day. Bye.